Today guys, we are talking about a straight consumer brand that have been known for their irons. They have won plenty of awards with their irons, have ranked highly throughout the world, but they're trying to get into a different market. The last club they brought out was a driving iron. It sold out in 48 hours. How will this one do? And introducing the Ignis Fairway woods from Tacoma. So the Finnish brand have now branched out into woods. We have seen some drivers on the market. They now have the 3 wood, the 5 wood and the 7 wood. And again, a range of flexors to suit all speeds and all ability golfers. Again, a fairway wood is something that you might adjust into from a hybrid. You might look for something that's different to a driving iron. And that is certainly what Tacoma are looking to do. We know that the 101U utilities did sell out in 48 hours. They were obviously very surprised with those, but they performed fantastic. But now how can they do in the wood market? Obviously Tacoma want to come in here and be a brand that is a full bag, so they want to branch out there. I thought they may just stay with being irons. We know that they've got the irons right. We know that I've been playing the MB irons. We know that the CB irons have been very popular. We know that the 101s and the 101Ts, which have been for the higher handicapper and do pretty much sit alongside such clubs as the P770s and the P790s, have performed exceptionally well. Again, we did a comparison video from the 101s against the 790s on the channel, which will be linked below. Again, mid-handicap Dave hit some shots against his irons and he really put them to the test. They really competed well. So now how will the woods compete? And unfortunately, we've got to bring this video to you inside to start with because golf courses here in the UK are closed. But straight away, looks at the golf ball, you'll see that on screen now. We've got a nice carbon looking top. We've got the nice white grooves in the face. And one very interesting thing that you get in the box, as you'll see on screen now, is you do get an adjustable key, but you also get changeable weights on there. So it comes as a standard, the 5 wood here with the 20 gram weight in the back, but you can change that to start to alter your ball flight and get a little bit more forgiveness depending what you are wanting to do from that. Again, adjustability wise, you can see I've got this in the neutral setting, but we can add loft, we can take loft off, we can make it more upright, and we can also make it a little bit flatter. So what we want to do there for you is make it nice and easy, and you can see on there it's just one thing to change, so we're not changing different ones, we're not getting a standard neutral. It's very simple, but again, a lot of adjustability in these clubs to be able to get you getting the correct flight that you want. You might obviously just buy one fairway wood and be able to knock it down or knock it up to fit in with your bag, but looks wise it certainly ticks the box. Sound wise, in here it does sound a little bit clicky, so it'll be interesting out on the course next week how it sounds. Flight wise, looks pretty good. I'm just hitting this nice and easy there, and it's very easy to launch, landing on the green there, landing at 215 yards. So I'm not hitting it full out there, but I feel like I'm able to control that, which I think is a good thing from a fairway wood, because you might not always want to hit full shots. You might want to control some shots into there. So this is certainly allowing me to do it. I've taken a little bit of distance off there. I've been able to get that to land at 215, which would be similar to a 7 wood, but you might not be buying every single wood from here. You might not have enough space in your bag. You might not also want to buy that many woods, so having something that's versatile is essential. And again, these have only just come out. I don't think they've sold out as fast as the utility irons, but I can't see why they haven't. So now what I'm going to do is try and see, obviously if I go full out at this, what distance can I get? So let's see if I give this a full shot. Again, that's a nice strike. Turned it over a little bit. Let's look at the carry there. 235 going 240, so yes, that's coming off pretty fast for me. Is that as far as I maybe hit another 5 wood? Very interesting to compare that, which we will do out on the golf course next week. I do have the TaylorMade Stealth 2 plus 5 wood in there, and I think I can get that landing at around about 250. So interesting, it might not go as far, but it is versatile. And if it fits in with your bag, these could be the perfect club. But I know a man who's been itching to try these. He's got the Tacoma irons, he's got the Tacoma Skyforger wedges. He did try the utility irons and really enjoyed them. I know he's been waiting to get his hands on these. So we're going to get him to try the 5 wood, try the 7 wood and try the 3 wood before we get on the golf course with them next week. But with the 7 wood and the 5 wood, would it replace his 5 wood? Would it replace his hybrid? Let's have a look. So Dave, first impressions of this Tacoma wood. You've obviously been looking forward to this moment.
Yeah, nice looking wood. I like the matte finish with this sort of carbon weave on the top. I like the look of that.
Down at the ball?
Down at the ball, you can see some of the face, which I like.
Yeah.
You know, the grooves are whitened out, so I quite like that. If there was anything that I'd say that I prefer, I do prefer a mark in the middle to sort of centre where I should be hitting the club. I'm not saying I always hit it there, but it's a nice starting point.
Yeah, that's true. On your old one, obviously here we have your Sim Max.
Yeah.
So again, we've got that tailor-made sign in the middle, so that's something that obviously you like on that club.
I do, but it won't be a game breaker. It's a nice looking club. Again, it's a nice looking club.
Head size? Would you say it's noticeably bigger or smaller or the same as yours?
It looks slightly bigger. I don't know whether it is or not, but it does look slightly bigger. So that's a help, because that gives me a bit more confidence, if I'm honest.
A bit more confidence. Well, let's see how it performs. So your 5 wood at the minute going around about 175 carry.
Yeah, around that.
Getting over 200 in the summer. Certainly, maybe not in the current conditions of golf courses closed, but. Okay, so reasonable strike.
Yeah, not too bad for me.
Let's have a look. 170 carry going to 182. So
pretty similar, really.
Pretty similar. Let's hit 2 or 3 with this. Again, sound-wise, I know it's hard in here, Dave, and obviously next week we are looking at getting these out on the golf course and putting them to the test in the real environment. But sound-wise in here, any difference?
No.
No?
No, I don't. I'm not picking any difference up with sound.
Okay, right, straight in. Let's hit 1 more and then we'll go to your tailor-made driver. Again, we've got a regular shaft in here, hazardous, that they do provide from Tacoma. That sounded a great hit. Nice and straight. Let's have a look at this carry. 171, so very consistent.
Yeah, consistent.
Let's switch over then, Dave. Let's grab your tailor-made.
Yes, this does look smaller, head-wise.
Does look smaller straight off the bat.
But I don't know if that's because it's got that white patch that goes around the front.
Yeah, a little bit of the shape and the colouring around that maybe sits a little bit different. We will have a look at that. I think it is a little bit of a smaller head. Let's see numbers-wise.
Ooh, cut it.
Okay, so slight miss hit, 165 carry, so exactly what you'd expect to see. So
yeah, because it wasn't the best strike, Chris.
Let's hit another one.
Same again.
Another cutty one. Let's see. 174 carry, so even with a mistrike there, it has carried a little bit further. Let's give you a chance to get one down the middle. We know you are a mid-handicapper, Dave, and this is certainly proving it there. Not your normal shot to the right, by any means. That's a better shot.
Yeah.
So let's see what that goes. 170 carry, so a good one down the middle there, very interesting.
That is.
So price-wise, you'll see on screen the Tacoma Fairway woods, the Ignis Fairway woods are coming at £229, so a little bit more pricey than what I thought from Tacoma, but again, they are still £80 cheaper, so you'll see also on there, a Stealth 2 HD driver is coming in at £299, so you are saving £80, so over obviously buying 3, you're very close to getting obviously anything else free of charge after that with the money that you've saved, or it might be towards a green fee. But now into the 7 wood, we've got this set in the neutral setting. This is something for Dave that might fit in with his hybrids. So Dave might remove his 3 hybrid and mix it up and put a 7 wood in. So let's get in here now, Dave. Here we go. The man is in. So 7 wood, not a club that you've had in the bag, Dave.
I've only ever tried one, and that was yours, Chris.
Yeah.
I didn't really get on with it at the time, but then again, it had your shaft in it, so who knows.
Yeah, so this is again that regular shaft, hazardous shaft in here. So let's see how far this goes. Again, 3 hybrid is going how far, Dave?
Damn good question. I I struggle with it because I hit it a little bit too low. I don't get enough carry, so it goes kind of around the same as the 4 hybrid.
Okay, well, let's see then. Let's see if this gets us a little bit more launch and carry. So we know the 5 wood was carrying 170, so here we should be looking at around between 150 and 160, I would say. That'd be a good number.
Straight down the middle, mind.
Straight down the middle. Let's see there.
Oh,
165. So again, a good strike straight off the bat there. And that just shows here we got a little bit more launch with Dave. It was a little bit easier or better struck than the 5 wood.
yeah.
And straight down the middle. Let's go one more, Dave.
How much are they again?
Only £229 to you, Dave. So a better launch there. Certainly a 7 wood launch. Let's see distance wise again, 172. So it just shows a little bit more centre strike with this than it was with the 5 wood. So we know there's some more room in the 5 wood, but 7 wood's certainly a club there with a good launch and a good distance.
I was stunned how high that went.
Yes. And this is the old question. Do you go for something new that's a little bit cheaper like this at 229, or do you go for something second hand? Again, me and Dave are going to make a trip to Golf Clubs for Cash, which is a second hand store, and see what Dave picks up from there. Is it better to do that, or is it to buy new? What would you do, Dave?
Well, how many 7 woods do you see out second hand? They seem very few and far between.
Yeah, you don't see many at the moment.
I don't mind. You know, I don't mind buying second hand, so long as it does the job. But obviously, if you can get something up to date for the same price, and you're getting better technology, more up to date technology, then you're going to go for that at the same price, aren't you?
Yeah. So guys, comment below, what would you do? Would you be somebody who goes second hand? Is your clubs, is your set a second hand set of golf clubs, or do you like to go for new? And even if it's not the most modern brand, if it's not your Callaway, your Ping, your PXG, your TaylorMade, your Titleist, any of those, are you somebody who would go to something like a Tacoma, like an 11 like Dave has with his hybrids? Or would you just go second hand, get something that's 4 or 5 years old, that's a little bit cheaper, you know it's still got a good enough technology in, or would you prefer to have in your bag? One more, Dave, because we've been good so far, and then we'll get your hybrid out.
Low one.
A little bit of a pull. Miss strike, but still out there at 165. So let's grab your hybrid, Dave, and let's give that a go. So Dave's in with his 11 hybrid now, which you'll see on the screen again. Dave went for these mid-season, just to give him that little bit more forgiveness than his longer irons, but let's see what this does for him. 160 carry, so straight away there, 160 going 170. Very interesting there. A little bit shorter, but we know that it's got a shorter shaft length, so that might be something that's obviously massively affecting that.
Yeah.
But down the middle, and that's the main thing. Okay, so let's see Dave hit another couple of these and see the consistency. Is it a fairway finder? Certainly another flush shot. Let's see the carry. 155, running out to 170. So it's certainly an option here. The 7 was looking like it could be something that would suit Dave's bag, and this is the time to test, guys. We are going to get them out on the golf course and see how Dave feels on a par 3 and on a fairway.
So is that the way you do it? You test over the winter to invest ready for the new season?
That's it. So we want to get some ideas of what clubs you want in your bag for next year. It's no good getting to next year and then worrying that you need a couple of different options. So we'll get these out on the golf course next week. That's another good shot. What carry have we got?
Similar.
156. So guys, that's an introduction to the Ignis Tacoma fairway woods. So we have got a 7 wood, we have got a 5 wood, and we have got a 3 wood. For me, I didn't get as much distance as maybe as something like a Stealth 2 HD, but very interesting that the price difference is £80. So are you somebody who is going to have enough speed to get the most out of these? And this is where obviously it's going to go as far for Dave as his second-hand model. So if anything, it went a little bit further. The 7 would, it went further even than the 5 would. So that is more down to strike. But Dave is a mid-handicap golfer, and that's exactly what we're expecting to see. We don't always know how far a club's going to go. But guys, would you go second-hand? Would you go for something like Tacoma? Would you go for something like the 11 hybrids that Dave's got in? Comment below, guys. What more do you want to see? We'll see you tomorrow.